breach thought they were fine because they didn't see any problems right away. Yet we're still seeing, even in the last couple of months, information that was stolen 4 or 5 years ago slowly being utilized, and individuals and organizations slowly being targeted. In other cases, organizations have been compromised for several years, and information is still being exfiltrated. Many people believe the goal of an attack is to steal information, but in many cases, the goal of an attack is to gain long-term access to an organization for monitoring and taking information at will. When we talk about the concept of data theft, theft of information, and identity theft, we're not really using accurate terminology. The concept of theft means someone took something from you. If I stole your car, you'd no longer have a car. You would know your car was stolen, but it's not really identity theft because they're not taking it from you. They're copying it. With cybersecurity, someone can steal your identity, bank information, and passwords, and you'll never know it. Or if you do, you'll find out when it's too late, because it's technically still there, and they just took a copy of it. Your information can be sold on the black market without you knowing, and it can put you in debt, hijack your identity, and slowly destroy your life. The problem with this type of cyber theft is that most people are not immediately aware that something happened. If someone stole your car, you'd realize immediately that it has been taken. However, when your identity is stolen, you could be completely unaware for years. It's not until you've suffered a major loss that you realize what happened. With many of the large-scale tax scams that I have worked on, the Social Security number was stolen years before, but the adversary waited for the right opportunity to exploit the individual. For example, in one case, a person owned their company, but when his identity was stolen, he realized he was not making any money. It was not until 3 years later, when he made a lot of money and was going to receive an $800,000 tax return, that the adversary issued a false record and stole the money. Today's adversaries are patient and very clever when they launch their attacks. Well, you are probably thinking that this can't happen to you. Your logic is that this is something that happens to other people. Because why would a hacker target you when they could target a large organization like Marriott? Right? Wrong. The problem is, it's not a matter of if it's going to happen to you. It's when. The number one problem organizations face in dealing with cybersecurity is they do not think they will be a target. One of the major themes of this book is for you to recognize that you, your company, your family, and your country are targets and will continue to be targets. My life as a professional hacker. Let me begin by telling you about myself. You may be wondering how I got here. I took an interesting path toward becoming one of the foremost experts in cybersecurity. In the 1980s, I was about to graduate high school when, one evening, a good friend of the family came over for dinner. He asked what I wanted to major in at college, and I expressed my interest in architecture because I was fascinated with buildings, bridges, and other structures. He said to me, "Eric, everything is going to computers. Why don't you major in computer science? And if you know about computers, how they work, how they operate, and how to program them, then you can get a job in any field that you want." That seemed like good advice to me. So I went to college for my bachelor's degree in computer science. After a couple of classes, truthfully, I wasn't sure I liked it. At that point in time, computer science was really electrical engineering with a little programming added into it. I thought maybe I was missing something, so I wanted to get a job to see what a professional computer scientist actually did. I decided to go to the school's co-op office to look for an internship. When I went in, they smiled and said, "Your timing could not be more perfect. We actually have the CIA recruiting tomorrow on campus, and we have 1 slot left. It's yours if you want it. We've been calling around trying to fill it, and had you come an hour later, it probably wouldn't have been available." I said, "Absolutely." I showed up the next day and the office gave me an overview, but they said, "Eric, this is a very high bar."